It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Just about halfway through the season now. Still a lot of ball to be played as we're off in Week 8. That's going to be taken in at the 8. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
They give it to him again. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Lee McNeil in on the tackle. Stuck to the ground, but nothing gained that time. And it brings up 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
What an excellent job there by the defense. Once he gets out on the move, to be able to corral and contain him and not give up any yards. So often the unit can't keep that contained, and a play like that will go for a big gain.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
2nd and 10 now. Into a crowd, and the defender comes up with it. Benjamin St. Juste picks it off. And the Commanders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
And he's able to push this down to the 12. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Another carry for him. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That's complete, David Njoku. How about 29 yards on 1st down? And a fresh set of downs on its way. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Putting a receiver in motion. They'll throw on 1st. Complete to DK Metcalf. And they get this down to the 28. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You just feel this defense starting to come alive, don't you, Kate? Got their first turnover last time out. Now they put their first sack on the board. In big plays on that side of the ball, well, they can come in bunches. Defense sure hopes to keep this faucet going, and the offense wants to turn the spigot off immediately.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Flush down now to... He loses the football. And the Commanders pick this one up. And a great return comes to an end with the tackle. Oh, the reaction, perfection, Brock. Once it was recovered, everyone immediately reacted and flipped to return mode. And what a return it wound up being.
So much to love about that, Kate. That's team together, everybody. More, and you could see it all the way down to the 1-yard line, but I promise you this, there'll be a little razzing on that sideline. Come on, man. You could smell the end zone. Can't you just punt?
And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Back to the air here on 2nd and 10. He lets a heater go deep. Middle. That's complete inside the 35. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Throwing now on 1st down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Man in motion here. Here he is to throw on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. He's on the move. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Seahawks lower the deficit to a single possession. They'll try this extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. They're out and set, first and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Flushed out of the pocket. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. First and 10 from the 41. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they take him down right along the 30. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on court. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Now Daniels off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Cut by the open man. And he takes this inside the red zone to the 15 before going out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. Touchdown, Washington! So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. He fields it from the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here he goes on the bootleg. Coming in the goal line. It's a Seattle touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. His return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Play fake here. Daniels headed out right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it'll be 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hits him on the out route. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
The Hawks dialing up the nickel D here, third down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They're going for this. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. From the red zone now. Metcalf's got it, complete. And he takes it in, touchdown Seattle! Seahawks parlay the interception into points. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks tie this game at 21. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Starting from the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. He goes out of bounds on the return. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Daniels on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Commanders driving ahead.
Ready, check.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Come on, check. Ready,
It is caught left side. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Brought down by Reek Woolen. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Man in motion out of the slot.
Go.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Lays out. What a catch. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
Let's go now. Sixty by six.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line. Out of the gun, Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds after reaching the 40. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Cardinal.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now it's second down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock. But, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
19 tight. Ready.
Third and long for him here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Rick Woolen with the INT. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here he is on third and long. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 29 yards. And the Seahawks will have a first down. Still sticking with the passing game. Got a man, it's Njoku. And he almost gets to the 5. He's out of the 6. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So now it'll be second and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Now Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
Now it's a bootleg for him. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take the lead just before halftime. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. One last play before the break.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he could not break beyond the line. So that's how our half's going to end. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready, ready. 70 range. 70 range. Get up.
They'll come out throwing. Forced out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Okay, ready.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Come on. Set. Set, go.
He'll look to throw. Connection made to Smith-Njigba. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
60 by 6.
Now an inside give to Walker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Staying with Walker. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
team. Here we go.
Caught out left. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Ready, ready.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Okay, break.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Set.
Running back sent in motion.
Seven Pirates. Ready.
Looking to throw. Buying some time right. He's got it to his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That's a 26-yard gain on 4th down, Brock, and the huge play extends this drive.
Ready.
Walker on 1st down. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go. Set.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Vacates quickly left side. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks grow the lead coming out of halftime. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
Okay, ready.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Ready.
This is caught by Isaiah Likely. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Let's go.
Daniels from the pistol. He rolls to his right. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And it ends up out of bounds. A small loss on the play, but they do, importantly, keep possession.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner. Because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Daniels. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up.
I'm sure, Kate, that the coaches would prefer he not flirt with disaster on the return. There's no additional damage done, however, this time. Fortunately, get the ball back, and everyone could breathe just a little bit easier.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
At the 60. At the 60. Hut, hut.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell, sell, sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
Trying again following the sack. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Let's go.
Walker now from the gun. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 now. On the move, headed right. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
The QBs today so adept at doing just this, buying themselves enough time and finding a target. The problem on this one, just not the throw he needed to make the completion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Ready.
Looking for a throw here. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. First down, ball at the 36. Handoff running left, Walker. Has a lane inside the 25. All the way, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks have likely locked up the win right there. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks stretch their lead to 21. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Come on.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Commanders will have a 1st. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Get it.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Puts his body on the line, and he got it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw. And this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time on rhythm and accurately, well, that was...
And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders get it back to within 2 possessions. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Commanders get it back to a 14-point game.
Commanders 28. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Metcalf's got it, complete. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Running left, here's Walker. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They go play action here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, then completions follow.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Complete out to the right side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate, and turns into a nice gain.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. They give up the gut to Walker. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Yeah, I get it. Fans will measure a running back's merit by touchdowns, yards, the fantasy football world we live in. But as coaches and teammates, Kate, they want something a little bit more. They want to see plays like that. A guy who will always get the short yards in a critical spot like that.
Brought in close to the 8. Touchdown, Seattle! Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks stretch their lead to 21. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Play fake here, Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I can speak from personal experience on this one. That is your absolute worst nightmare as a quarterback. When you call that bootleg and you turn around and all you see is nothing but a big old defensive end, yeah, your interest switch from getting rid of the ball to a little self-preservation. Good job just simply hanging on to the football.
It's about 3 yards, but still a tall mountain to climb. 3rd and long upcoming.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Well, brother, it's another interception. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
On the set.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Now Walker. And they'll get him down at the 7-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw. What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Rolling out to his... And he's going to score. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. David Njoku, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks continue piling onto this lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Commanders take over 1st down at their own 27-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.